morning and welcome to the Daily Entertainment Bugle. Like usual, I'm Santiago Melendez, kicking off the recent entertainment news. In today's coverage, we'll be taking a look at the Spider-Man No Way Home phenomenon. Then, in music-related entertainment news, Andres Brankovic is going to give us an insight on the recent concerts that happened in Caracas. And finally, Gonzalo Maduros will give us his review on the recent movie Spencer in the movie review section. Let's go! Huge queues in movie theaters for the new Spider-Man movie. The global phenomenon finally arrived in Venezuela. That's right, Spider-Man No Way Home recently hit theaters in Venezuela this past December 17th, where people were able to get their tickets in the then announced pre-sale. Since No Way Home was one of the most anticipated films of the past years by fans, Cinex and Cines Unidos had announced a pre-sale to see the premiere of the Spider-Man movie. Yet, the queues in the hallways of different malls around the country seemed to be endless. People spent more than 4 hours to purchase the tickets. In addition, through social media, people complained that both Cinex and Cines Unidos' website had crashed before the pre-sale even opened, and videos and photos were circulating around to show the euphoria of the fans for the long-awaited movie. Let's hear the opinion of a fan. Here we have Gabriela Oliva from her room in Las Mercedes, who got her tickets after a 9-hour line in San Ignacio Mall and who recently watched the movie.
You have no idea how amazing this movie is. And not only because I'm a fan, as you may know, but because it was so overwhelming with all the details that they put into the story. And even though I was willing to love this movie from the beginning, I waited 9 hours in San Ignacio Center for buying my tickets. I really think that even if you're not a fan of Spider-Man, you can get involved in the story even though you don't know the rest of the story, because as you may know, Spider-Man has been immersed in culture and in pop culture in general so much that even if you don't know, you know. So every detail in the movie, every scene, it is beautifully written. I think that I will give it a 9 out of 10, and only because I've only seen it once. I think if I repeated the movie, I will give it a 20 out of 10. Only because I cried so much during the movie that I think I missed some parts. So go watch it, go enjoy every single minute of the movie, and please, even if you waited 9 hours to watch it, it will be worth it.
So, did you get your tickets? Did you watch the movie? Will you queue this much again for a movie? We have our lovely reporter Sabrina Termini, an expert on Marvel, reporting from Barquisimeto to give us her take on this global phenomenon. Sabrina, are you with us?
Hello everyone, I'm Sabrina Termini. The new movie of Spider-Man No Way Home brought a lot of thriller to all people that it's fan of Marvel movie. It's important to clear that Spider-Man is not a Marvel movie production, but they're connected. And it's a key movie because in Spider-Man they spoil Marvel fans about things, people, and situations that can appear and happen in the next Marvel movie. All people that knows a little bit or a lot of Marvel, it cautions about what's happening, all the important characters that have passed away. There have been a lot of comments about what can be next. The writers had achieved to leave all fans with great and big intrigue about what's gonna happen, and obviously with more desire of movies. On the other hand, continuing with what's happening with all fandoms that are so excited for the special movie of Spider-Man No Way Home, one of the reasons of all this emotion is because there have been rumors that says that it can be possible that in this movie appears the three Spider-Mans battle hand to hand in the same multi-universe. This new it's so shocking for all the fans. Three Spider-Mans that they even knew each other, much less imagining that all have the same name, Peter Parker. Three people with the same name, same job, each other in different multi-universe now battle hand to hand in a same multi-universe. That's extraordinary even for people that it's not real fan of Spider-Man movies.
Good morning, Venezuela. Here we are in another section with your favorite entertainment reporter, Andres Brancoli. Our topic today will be concerts. Venezuela has been very active with live music, especially the capital, Caracas. In December, we had many important concerts, even with international artists such as the Bugle, who gave his presentation on December 12th, the same day as Lasso, but Lasso gave his presentation in La Concha Acústica. Next, we have a video who a dearly fan submitted for us. It is also worth mentioning more national artists such as Rawayana, who give their presentation on December 4th. The last band who showed up was Los Mesoneros, who also give their performance in La Concha Acústica. And you may think that nobody was at this concert, but all the artists sold out. Just to give an example, Los Mesoneros sold out in the first 5 hours. Without a doubt, December was the musical month of 2021. Now, let's hear the opinion of a fan. Here we have Gabriela Olivas' twin sister, Gabriela with a Y, from her house in La Castellana, who recently bought herself a ticket and went to see Rawayana and Los Mesoneros concerts, and will give us an insight on the recent concerts and current experience.
The only reason why I think that this isn't the best concert that I have ever attended is because Musica Fest in 2019 was maybe outstanding for the expectations that Venezuelans had in that moment, and it didn't have any precedent to it. This one was only 2 bands, the opening band and then the main course, which was Los Mesoneros. It was full of changes throughout the whole show. It was made in 3 acts. One per album, and it took us back to where they started, to all the roots of the band, and it was like a trip, like a time traveling trip, and it was full of emotion, of dancing, of cheerful, and the whole vibe of the concert was so good. It was so beautifully made by Kusica and also the Yummy people. They both made a really good arrangement between the logistics and the food that we was serving. I think it, as a whole, was one of the best experiences that I have had this year.
Now, let's wrap this up with Gonzalo Maduro on the segment of the latest movie reviews. Gonzalo, the floor is yours. How are you?
It's been a lovely week, Andres. Thank you for asking. My name is Gonzalo Maduro. I'm your trusted movie reviewer, and on today's review we have Spencer by Pablo Larraín. Pablo Larraín's interpretation of Diana Spencer comes as a very vulnerable picture of a woman who struggled with the dichotomy of feeling miserable in an apparently golden situation. Spencer is a picture of a princess, aiming and hoping for a feeling of freedom, hope, and familiarity, something she never really quite had. Through her performance, Kristen Stewart embodies a loving mother and a true deep passion for her kids, a frustrated and hurt lover, and a sense of resilience and bravery, as she decides to change her path and leave the royal family for her own good. It truly is a portrait of her deepest vulnerabilities, showing a side of Diana that rarely ever saw the public eye. In her memory, comprehending her situation and admiring her kindness and icon status becomes an easy feat, for it's not easy to smile so brightly through such dark moments and situations. Yet, she did so every day. Now back to the studio with Santi, and while we're at it, what did you think of the movie, Santi? Did you like it?
Well, I must admit I haven't seen it yet, but after this review, I'm most definitely going to watch it next. But of course, after No Way Home. That's it for the day, ladies and gentlemen. We took a deep dive on the recent Spider-Man movie phenomenon. We took a look in every concert that happened in Caracas in December. And with Gonzalo's review, you now have an idea on the recent Spencer movie. See you tomorrow at the same time as usual. I'm Santiago Melendez, and this was the Daily Entertainment Bugle, your favorite resource in entertainment news and information.